Today we are going to construct conditional statistics and conditional densities. Set the working directory to the local directory where you have saved the CPS data. Set the path in this pop-up window. And now open the new script window. We first repeat the same set of lines from the last video. I put the link to the last video from the description of this video. In these lines, we invoke the library to load the Excel data and then load the Excel data. Assign the loaded data to the local object called the CPS. And format the data into the R's data frame. Let's look at the first few records of the data. Recall that we need to construct the wage from earnings, hours, and week. We are going to refer to these variable names or column names through the CPS data frame. Here's a vector of wages. Let's assign this wage information to the local object called wage. The CPS data also contain some information about demographic characteristics such as the gender and the racial indicators. Let's take a look at the gender or female indicator. Let's try using some logical operators. Let's use the double equal sign for the logical equality. Let's say that we want to extract the set of indices corresponding to the female individuals in the data. We can use the which function. And now we can evaluate the wages only for this subset of the individuals with the female indicator being equal to 1. If we want the log wage, of course we can apply the log function outside and then get the mean of the log wages among the subpopulation of the female individuals. By the way, we can put comments in the code. The part of the line after the pound symbol is not going to be executed. Let's next compute the mean log wage for the male subpopulation. Copy and paste this couple of lines. And let's get the set of indices with the female indicator equal to 0. Now let's copy the log wage for the female subsample, and we want to draw the density of this subsample. Recall from the last video that we can use the density function and then plot function. We can restrict the domain of the figure by using the xlim option of the plot function. And by the way, we can also use the ylim option similarly to restrict the range of the picture. Let's also show the density for the male subpopulation. We can copy and paste the above line and change the value of the indicator. To compare men and women, we may want to show the two densities in a single picture. However, the naive idea of running these two lines together will not work. To overcome this issue, we can use the par function. This function allows us to overlay the picture of the subsequent line on top of the original picture. They look good, but we cannot distinguish these two curves. We can use the LTY option of the plot function to set the line style. Number 1 means a solid line, and number 2 I think means the dotted or dashed line. So now which is which? The legend function can answer this question. The first two arguments of this function define the x and y coordinates of the location of the legend. The third argument defines the labels, and we can add the LTY option accordingly to the picture. Now the figure looks much better, but the title and the X label look ugly. Let's simply make them into a blank space. The main option sets the title, and the X lab sets the X label. They are both set to the blank space. And let's apply these also to the man. So far, we have been focusing on the comparison between men and women. Similarly, we can conduct more detailed analysis based on the race. Let's copy and paste these lines. And let's recall that we are selecting the female subsample by this part. To add the race as an additional criterion, let's type ampersand and write an analogous logical operation. I'm going to write a wrong code on purpose. Can you say what's wrong? The logical equality should be the double equality symbol. The single equality symbol, on the other hand, is used for assignment. By the way, the race value of 1 indicates the white subpopulation. And let's repeat this additional criterion also for men. And further repeat the pair of men and women also for the black subpopulation. Number 2 is the value that the CPS data use for the black subpopulation. We should use the unique line styles for the 4 series. Accordingly modify the legend